Hi, crafty friends. Irene here with Artemis Made, and as always, I am thrilled to be back on the Trinity Stamps YouTube channel sharing a fun card with you today. This one features the freebie of the month, the Totally Awesome Stamp and Die set, along with the brand new 5-star rating Stamp and Die set, and a relatively recent release, the Tiny Bandaged Die set. It was last year's, but still relatively recent. All right, so between the little injury that you see on my finger there in the bandage, and the recent card shared by Carrie Rhodes of using this little toe as a thumb, she gave me this idea, and I am very excited to turn my little ouchie into a fun and kind of silly little card here. Now, the idea behind this video is to show a couple things. One, that it's okay to just have fun, because that's really what I did here. I made myself laugh, and you know what? That's a good thing. And two, to show that you can kind of use some masking techniques like I'm doing here to change up the mood of a certain stamp. So this little guy has a smiley face already, but I'm thinking if I am bandaging up my thumb because I have an owie, I'm probably not going to be smiling, and I bet my thumb wouldn't either. So I decided that I would mask off with a little tiny bit of mint tape his mouth. So you can see right there, the only part that isn't inked up on that little stamp is the mouth. So you see the two little eyes, but no mouth, just like that. So I just covered it up with my mint tape and then I inked it up, but before I stamped it, I removed the mint tape. And that's how I got that image. Now I'm going to stamp this little guy 2 more times just as he is. Once because I want to be able to do some coloring, and the second time because I need to get his little mouth, but I need to fussy cut it. So we'll get around to that. But the first thing we need to do is actually die cut this little friend here with the matching die. First, I'm going to cut my 2 pieces apart because I'm using my intricate mini. So I want to make sure that the paper fits within my die cutting machine. So I'm just going to line up the die, which look at the color of the die. Isn't that cute? It just makes me smile. So I'm going to line that up and hold it down with some low tack adhesive just to make sure that it stays in place. And then I'm going to run it through my die cutting machine, and you're going to see a very clean cut because these dies are fabulous. So let's see here, we get that one out and it just pops right out with a perfect border. Now, like I said, I was going to cut out all 3, so that's what I did there. Now, this is where it gets a little bit interesting. Yes, I'm doing some surgery of my of my die cuts here. First, I'm going to be cutting out the little mouth because remember the one is missing his mouth. So we got to take his little smile and turn it into a frown. So we're going to turn that smile upside down and into a frown. So that's I know kind of the opposite direction that we normally go, but that's what we're doing this time. So I have those little mouth hanging out up there. We'll take care of that in a moment. Now we're moving on to some coloring, and I did speed this section up because I know it can take me a while. So I used several different colors, and that might not look like the most attractive nail, and that's because it's not supposed to. It's got an owie, right? So I did my best to add the look of bruising. I hope that that's what it looks like, and I tried to kind of elongate that crack a bit, which it kind of gives me the willies even just saying it. But I mean, we've all stubbed our toe, right? So this card is essentially for someone with maybe a little bit of an owie who's just not feeling great because they did maybe something a little silly, or something that just led to a little minor injury, not something that necessarily needs to be a serious get well card, but more of just a kind of chuckling at our own our own silliness that leads to some of those little injuries that are just more a nuisance than anything. But that's where I was going with this. So I'm coloring in my little toes here, which are actually going to be thumbs. And you might wonder, why am I leaving the bottom half of one and the top half of the other without color? And that's because I'm going to splice these two apart. Now first, I'm going to grab my little mouth that I have sitting there at the top. I flipped it upside down into a little frown, and I'm going to glue that right down. And doesn't that instantly change the face? I mean, right away. So our little smiley stamp is now a little frowny man. And it looks, instead of like the little white part, instead of being his tongue, now it looks like his teeth at the top because he's got a little frown and he's all sad now. So that is the idea. We are going to use that part, that colored image, as the bottom half of my thumb, and then the other side with the nail is going to be the top half. So I'm taking this little toe, doubling him up, and turning him into an injured thumb. And that was me trying with the bruising. So you let me know in the comments below, how do you think I did with the bruising? I've never tried to do anything like that before. It was way out of my comfort zone, but I'm gonna give it a try anyway because that's how we learn, right? All right, so then I grabbed my tiny bandage die. I just love this die set. It's so darn cute, and I feel like it has a lot of uses, but I'm gonna put it to use right here. Now I'm using some watermelon colored cardstock, and I'm just gonna die cut that out, and then I'm gonna also cut out the little square that can go on top of it. And then I'm going to take my spare cardstock here, and I'm just going to do some ink blending with Peacock ink. Now, peacock is not a very mild color. It's got vibrant, beautiful color, and it's deep. So I wanted to get a nice gradient. So I dabbed it off first with my blending brush here from Trinity, and then I kind of tried to make this gradient effect. So I could see that concentrated color at the bottom, and then I just kept coming in from the bottom and going upward to try to get a nice gradient. Now I'm just going to be die cutting out a little tiny piece from this with that little heart die there at the top. All I'm doing. So I tried to find which area I thought would look best to give me the nice dark shade and then the lighter shade going up, and I decided to go in that little corner where that concentrated ink was. And that's all I'm doing with this little piece right here. And I wanted to make sure that I used my blending brush to really get that variation of color, which I didn't want to come at it full strength. Now there's another reason why I didn't want to come at it full strength, and that's partially why I'm wiping off some of my ink there. I took very, very faint residual ink, and I did a really tiny, not tiny, but a very light wash of color where my focal image is going to be. So rather than my focal point being on a stark white background, instead it is going to be on a very, very light, very faint, but still visible peacock colored background. All right, so now we're going to put together our little bandage here. I'm just going to put my square down first. Now, I always do this every single time I do this bandage die. I flip it both ways. It works either way, but I think I like it best when there's a little bit of the cardstock on either side of it. It really does work either way, though, entirely up to you what you'd like to do. This one to me just felt a little more like a traditional bandage, I suppose. Although there's really nothing traditional about this card, so I don't know why I worried about that. All right, so I'm going to take my little heart here and I'm going to glue it right on top of my square. And I just played with it a little bit, make sure I got it nice and centered. And then we're going to get a little extra crafty. So this is where I took those two different little toes and I made them into a thumb. And you can see here the kind of look I'm going for. I'm elongating it because traditionally thumbs tend to be longer than toes, right? So I wanted to find a way to make it, well, I guess to stretch it basically. I'm just stretching it. But I also didn't want the extra bulk of doubling these up on top of each other because then it would just be kind of wonky. So I lined it up to make sure I liked how it looked. And then I just did a little bit of die cutting surgery there. And now you can see I'm kind of moving it around. I wanted to give it a continuous look, so I wiggled it around until I liked the way it looked in a general area, because I know as soon as I pick up the bandage, it's gonna move both of those a little bit. So, but I still wanted to get an idea of where they could land and be relatively okay. So I'm just putting a thin bead of glue along the top of my bottom piece and along the bottom of my top piece. And if you notice, I'm putting my bandage here at an angle, and the idea is because I want his little feet to be standing straight, but I want my bandage at an angle. So that's kind of what the look I'm going for here, is just to have it at an angle so it's got a little bit more visual interest, and also so that he can stand up straight and the curve of the thumb is still visible. All right, so after I glued it to my bandage, I then added a little bit of double-sided adhesive just so that I could kind of connect those pieces and make sure they were extra secure. All right, and now you can see that's gonna be that's gonna be the focal point that goes onto that turquoise background. All right, and now you can see I'm bringing in some glossy accents. Now you may wonder, okay, why are we using glossy accents on a bruised toe? Well, frankly, because one, wanted a little bit of shine on the card, and I thought I didn't really want to do bling on this one. Just didn't feel quite what I wanted it to look like, but I wanted some shine. And because realistically, my toes are usually painted, and my thumbnails are usually painted, and all that good stuff. So I figure when I jam it into something, it's probably gonna be painted, so let's go ahead and add some gloss. Why not, right? So that was the idea there. Okay, now I am bringing in my Sidekick blending brush here, and I am doing a little bit of ink blending just on the edges of my bandage to give a little bit more depth and dimension. I should have done this part before I glued it down, but hindsight being 2020 and all that, so it is what it is. I went ahead and added it to the edges there, and it was just a little bit of extra color, and I think that works. And it's just tone on tone. So it's a watermelon cardstock and watermelon around the edges. All right, now I'm doing my last little piece to the coloring, which is adding white highlights. I always like to add some white highlights just because I think it kind of gives it a nice pop and it's a good contrast against the darker alcohol marker coloring underneath and right there on the ink for the heart. Against the ink blend, I think looks nice. Yeah, as I look at this, I am very curious. Has anyone else used glossy accents on a nail for some reason? I don't know. I just think that's kind of silly and fun, and it made me smile. All right, so I'm bringing in the 5-star rating set. I really like this set. I think it's lots of fun. Look at all the stars, and it's got all the numbers on it. It's super versatile set. All the words are buildable, so you can really turn it into whatever you want it to say. Now, I decided to start with the sentiment that is at the bottommost of my card because I wanted that to be kind of a grounding layer so that I could then line up everything on the way up. So my bottom word is recommend, and then I'm going to just get that all inked up and I'm going to stamp it down. And then I'm going to continue lining up each layer of my sentiment. I'm doing 3 little layers, and then it's because I want to die cut out my panel here, so I wanted to go ahead and layer up my stamps instead of going all the way across. Now, the idea here, you may have noticed from the picture at the beginning, this is going to say 0 out of 10, do not recommend. Now, I made myself chuckle with this one because when I saw this 5-star rating set, even built into the name, right? It says 5-star rating. So you tend to think all of the good things you can do, which is, 5-star friend and 10 out of 10 would recommend, that kind of thing. But Trinity thinks of everything. So for those of us who want a little bit of a cheeky wink and kind of like an internet meme style card of the do not recommend memes, that's where this was going. So I'm definitely doing a 0 out of 10 card, and I love that Trinity gave us the option to do that. So I'm going to put my little slash mark down and the number 1, and I'm going to ink that up and drop it down. And then I'm going to come in with my 0 because the 0 I can use for 10 and of course also for 0. So I just ink that one up too and get that stamped down. And then once I have both down, it will say 0 out of 10, do not recommend. The idea, of course, being don't smash your thumb. It's a bad idea. It's not a fun time. 0 out of 10, do not recommend. So that is the idea behind my silly little card here. It was, like I said, inspired by the injury I have on my finger, and also by the brilliance that is Carrie Rhodes and the way she turned the toe into a thumb. I just thought that was the cutest card, and so I had to kind of do my own version, which was my little elongated thumb here with a bandage. So I decided then to bring in my A2 Clean Cut Layers Rectangle Set A, and I used my 4th largest of the dies to cut my front card panel. Now I'm going to try to show you here, it's got the trademark beautiful Trinity beveled edge many of the Trinity frames have that same beveled edge, and it just always looks so, so good. No matter what the theme of your card is, it's just a really nice finishing touch. All right, so I added some double-sided foam tape to my bandage and my thumb here, and I'm just going to place it right above the 0 out of 10 do not recommend. So basically, we don't want any thumb ouchies. We don't want any finger ouchies. We don't want any toe ouchies. We don't want any of those. None at all. All right, so I bring in my card base here, and it's the same color as the bandage, so it's that same watermelon color. And then I like to write messages to all of you who are in the crafterverse out there watching. Thank you so much. And hello, friends. You can see it much better when it's not on white, but the idea is still there. So I'm waving at you. All right, now I'm going to drop that down, get it nice and straight. And I am basically done here with my outside, but I'm not done yet with the inside of my card. So I pressed this all down and made sure that it was nice and secure. And then I brought back my Misty for some interior stamping. Now I grabbed the Healing Wishes stamp set, which I really, really love for Get Well sentiments. It's got all kinds. And this one was a perfect one for somebody who maybe, like I said, has a little bit of an owie, but maybe not the most intense or concerning of illnesses. So this one just says, wishing you a speedy recovery. And I thought even about doing on the inside, maybe using some of the alphabet builders to put ouch, or even on the outside, possibly I could have done like, ouch, wishing you a speedy recovery or something like that. Because sometimes even when we just do silly ouchies, they still, they hurt for a while. So it's kind of nice to have somebody think of you and send you a little bit of a card, even if you're feeling silly for doing something that maybe you shouldn't have done that led to this little minor injury. All right, so I'm also taking the little the toe technically, but my little thumb, and I'm stamping him on the inside with the peacock ink. And this time you notice I left the smile in place because the idea is that you went from an ouchy thumb on the outside to a happy, much better feeling thumb on the inside. That is the goal here. We want our friends and our family and those we care about not to have ouchies. Now, I wonder how many times have I said ouchies or owies in this video? I'm very curious. I might have to go back and count it. Yeah, I'm curious. I really am. Look, if you counted, let me know in the comments. I'm really wondering how many times I've said ouchie. And there's another one. All right, so I have glued my interior panel down. I am stamping the back of my card with my little stamp here, and then I am done. I'm done. We're done. Here we go. So we've got the 0 out of 10 do not recommend, and an interior that says wishing you a speedy recovery. So that's our card for today, friends. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you had a chuckle. I hope it made you kind of, smile a little bit and maybe give you some inspiration for other things that you could do for little minor injuries that have happened to our friends and family and loved ones, because sometimes, we even maybe bruised our ego a little bit because we just did something silly. So here we go, friends. Thank you again so much. And make sure you come back to Trinity this week because a new release is coming. See you soon, friends. Thank you so much. Please like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. And we'll see you next time. Have a great rest of your week. Bye.